occipital lobe lesion. So occipital lobe, as you all know, is the lobe that is located at the back of each of the two cerebral hemispheres. So as you all know, we have frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe at the back. And so in the occipital lobe, that's what we call visual center. We have what we call area 17, 18, and 19 based on the Brodmann's numbers. You see the cerebral hemisphere, the areas, functional areas of the cerebral cortex, are numbered, which we call are numbered by Brodmann, and that is why the numbers are called Brodmann's numbers. So Brodmann's numbers in the occipital lobe are 17, 18, and 19. Each of these number, represent a particular function. So, but generally, the occipital lobe is responsible for number one, vision. Secondly, memory. Memory to do with the vision, what you have seen, and then you put it into memory. So you have area 17 responsible for receiving the visual stimulus. That means as you see me now lecturing you, you see the kind of dress I'm wearing, the type of cap I'm wearing, and maybe the glass and what I'm also holding. So these are all going to be received. These images are going to be received by area 17 of the occipital or visual cortex. The area 18 is going to process what is being received by area 17. And area 19 is going to analyze and recognize what you have received and processed. Are you all clear? So area number 19 is going to recognize exactly what you have seen. For example, if I ask you, what is this? You see the image, you process it, you analyze it that this is a marker. And so it means within fractions of seconds, these areas are already done the needful. The 17 received this image, the 18 processed it, and the 19 recognized that this is a marker. And so these are virtually the function of the occipital lobe. Similarly, in the next 10 years, if I come back and I ask you, what is this? Probably because you have seen it before, you will say, this is marker. Because you have already seen it before. And so you will have no problem in recognizing that object. And so these are the major functions of the occipital lobe: vision and memory. So now the causes of the lesion are similar to what I've already said before. So here is just causes of the lesion and the features of the lesion. So the causes of the lesion, you all know that we have tumor, we have trauma, we have degenerative diseases, then we can also have something to do with stroke. So all these are the causes, of the occipital lobe damage. Especially when somebody now hit his head at the back, or maybe somebody hit you with a very heavy object at the back of the head. That is definitely going to interfere with the visual cortex. Similarly, if somebody hits you with a knife and the knife penetrates that occipital lobe, these are all part of the trauma. You get it? And cancer can also affect the occipital lobe and cause this lesion. So what are the features? The features affecting the occipital lobe, lesion, is to do with what we call facial blindness. That means you see things that you have known before, but you are not able to recognize. That is what we call the prosopagnosia, the one I said in the temporal lobe. So you can have this facial blindness in both temporal and in the occipital, lobe lesion. Similarly, somebody with that kind of lesion in the occipital lobe may have difficulty in reading or writing. Somebody, if you give him a book to read, even though he has seen the words, he has seen that this is A, B, C, D, whatever, but he's not able to read it. If you just write his name, you say, okay, my name is Salamatu, for example. She has seen that name, and it is her own name you have written, but that person with that lesion will not be able to recognize what is written. That is what we call word blindness. That means the words that are written in there. The person, even though he has seen the words, but is not able to comprehend or understand what is written. Or if you ask him to write, he'll just be writing, but he will not be able to recognize or understand what he has written. Similarly, there's also what we call color blindness, because when you see an object, objects may come with different colors: red, blue, brown, and so on and so forth. And each of these objects now, our visual cortex is able to recognize the colors, all these conventional colors. Our visual cortex is able to recognize different varieties of these colors. And so at the end, somebody with this, occipital lobe lesion will not be able to differentiate or understand the difference between red and blue, or white, or black and white, or whatever. That person will be having problem with color identification. You give him this, you ask him which color is this one, he will not be able to tell you because he doesn't know what it is. Or you give him red marker, you ask him which color is it, he will not be able to tell you. That is what we call color blindness. Or you ask him, what color of dress am I wearing? Suppose I'm wearing ash color, he will not be able to say that. All this as a result of the lesion of the occipital lobe. So by Allah, these are the features of the lesions affecting the occipital lobe. So I will have a break now.